Hey guys, this is Rosa Kelly. Welcome back to my channel and to my Patreon. Today I wanted to start a fun mini album page swap. I think this will be super fun to do. I haven't done a swap in a while and I miss it, and I think this will be a really fun idea just because you don't have to make a whole mini album. You only have to make one page and decorate the one page back and forth. So I have here a blank album just to kind of show you an example of a page, but you can design your own page for this book. Now, there will be some requirements, of course, so that's why I wanted to do the video and just kind of go over some instructions if you wanted to participate. So first, the swap is going to be due on July 15th, so I'm giving you 6 weeks to get your pages done, and they will have to be mailed to me. I'm gonna have my PO box on the description box of this video here, so you can come back to it, and they will have to be received by July 15, which means you probably have to ship them just a few days before. Now, unfortunately, this will be open to US only, and if you're one of my patrons that is international and you really want to participate on the swap, send me a message because I want to calculate your shipping before ahead of time, so there's no surprises. So there will be a requirement for you to pay shipping for the shipping back to you. And since they're gonna be flat pages, I think I'm just gonna put them on an envelope, so the shipping will be less than putting them in a box, since shipping is going so crazy. So I will be putting on the description box, I'm gonna calculate what the shipping will be, and I'll have it linked below or listed below with some instructions as well. And so yeah, so for the book requirements itself, the book that we're gonna be making is gonna be 8 by 8. Now, you don't have to make the base, you can just make the base for yourself, but for the swap we don't need to mail the base. All we need to mail is the base page. So I don't have any empty base pages to share with you, but I will give you the dimensions. So since the book is gonna be 8 by 8, the page needs to be 7.5 by 7.5. That will be the base page, and the page will be a pocket page. So we can actually just put this aside for a second and just make one page together. The base page will be 7.5 by 7.5. Okay, so this is the size of the page, and the page will be a pocket page, which means you will have to now use a page that is going to be 7.5 by 8.5, and we're going to score along the 8.5 at 1/2 inch. Do this here really quick. So we're gonna do 1/2 inch, and you're going to do 8, and then you're gonna have these two score lines, right? And then you are going to add your tape and join these two pieces together, and that will make the pocket page. Now, it's very important that you do the pocket page because this is how we're going to be adding it to the book. And I can do a tutorial on the binding, but it will be basically the same binding that we already know how to do for the 8 by 8, but also let me know if you want to see a tutorial for the binding and the hinges for this book. Now, so once you complete your base page here, you can build on your page any layout that you like. So I am going to require for this to be interactive. You can't just do the base page, you have to do some sort of layout. So you can do a gatefold layout like this. You can use any past tutorials, you can find many on my channel of the 8x8 mini albums and just pick one page from there. You can do this book here is more interactive probably than what we need to do, but just like something simple as like 2 openings. You don't have to do a pop-up. I'm not gonna require a pop-up, but that will be optional. If you wanted to do a pop-up, you can do that, but you will have to have some sort of like flips and flaps and openings and just make it fun. So here we have, for example, a belly band, and this opens up like that. Now the page will have to be decorated, so you will decorate the page. So back to the example, you will decorate both pages back and forth, so this page will be ready to add to the book. And you're going to be adding paper. Now, to make our book and our collections cohesive, so when we put our books together, everything goes, I decided to use just like butterflies and flowers as a theme. So anything that's butterflies and flowers and spring colors you can use, and hopefully something more like pastel, maybe something more bright. Please stay away from very dark colors and also like very primary colors. Like, I don't know, I just feel like it's not as calming and relaxing when we have like really bright yellows and reds. I feel like, at least for this book, maybe stay on the more softer tones and like flowers and butterflies. That would be the theme. I think there's a lot of paper collections like that. I was recently at Michael's the other day, and they have like butterflies, and I think you have a lot of options in there as well if you want to go that way, but please use what's on your stash. That's also the idea for this. And in terms of embellishments, you will be required to do some 3D embellishment. This is a Christmas book, but this is the closest that I have here for as an example. So just some 3D flowers. Maybe you can add some lace. Maybe you can add just a little sticker embellishment, but pop it up with some foam tape so it has a little bit of dimension. You can use your paper, what do you call these? The paper punches or die cuts to embellish. Add a little bit of lace. You don't have to add the insert for the pockets. You can just leave that blank, so whoever, when they're embellishing their book, they can kind of do this similar edge for all their books, for all their pages, I mean. And you can just keep it very simple with the embellishments, but just something really cute. It will have to have some sort of embellishment. Now, don't put something that's super big, because remember, we're gonna have to bind it together and the pages eventually are gonna have to close. So that is an example of the embellishments. And now, how many will you have to make, you may ask. And so I'm asking for you to make 5. So you will make 5 of the same page. You don't have to use the exact same paper. Again, if you're using a collection, you might not have 5 of the same sheet, so don't worry about making them all extremely equal, but you can kind of change the paper. But again, the design will be the same for the front and the back. So you will have to do a layout for the front, a layout for the back. If the display that you are doing requires magnets, you will have to add the magnets to keep this closed. So for example, something like this will probably need a magnet to stay down, and because you're gonna cover it all with paper, you will need to add the magnet ahead before you send the page. And so yeah, so you will be making 5 of the same page, and I will be returning 4 because I will be keeping 1 of each one. And so you send 5, 1 will be for me and then 4 will be for the exchange. So you will get 4 pages back, which will be enough to make your mini album. If I get more than 4 people to join the swap, I will probably split it up into 2 groups. Or if, let's say, we get a number like 6, then I will have to kind of like mix and match, so we each get 4 pages back. I hope that's clear. So I am super, super excited. Please do let me know if you will be participating. Let me know, either send me a message here on Patreon or send me an email, or just put a comment down here so I can get a head count of how many people will be participating on this swap. And then also, before I ship the items back to you, you will have to pay for the shipping. So I will get a second video or a message to you saying how much the shipping will be. I'm thinking it will be probably around $10, $9 or $10. I'm gonna be using one of those flat rates, just the envelope flat rates, so that hopefully will be what it costs. Sometimes it costs cheaper on my website, but I will find out and let you know. But just something around $10 to $12, I'm thinking, is what the shipping will be. So I am super excited, you guys. I hope that you are excited as well. I can't wait to see what you create, what you come out with, and at the end we're gonna all bind our books together and just have our beautiful spring slash summer mini album to fill with memories. So I want to thank you so much for being part of my Patreon. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I hope that you participate, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.